Hello, everybody. Once again, welcome back to Easy English Explanation. Can you see the picture, my dear children? Strong cyclone, storm, and winds with lots and lots of heavy rainfall. You are deprived of your house, your own relatives, your people, your family, everybody, your daily items, your necessities. What would you do in a situation like this? Have you ever gone through a situation? I pray to God you should not, never. But here is the story when one boy who went to live with his friend for a day and he experienced strong winds, cyclones, as well as rainfall, a flood kind of situation. So he was away with his family. He was not able to know that what would be the condition of his family, whether they are living still, whether they have survived this calamity, disaster. So he finds out, he shows the bravery, and he finds out after traveling 18 kilometers to his village, that is, he finds out that his family is alive or not. He is successful, and how he manages the things and the situation, how he carries on his business, how he makes everybody, gives the moral support as well as all kind of support, how he assumes the leadership. Let's see everything in the 6th number lesson of Moments 9th standard supplementary book, Weathering the Storm in Ersama, lesson number 6. So once again, very good morning to you, and let me start it by reading as well as giving you the word meanings and no less explanation in super easy English. Weathering the storm in Ersama. Here is that detailed account. The cyclone that hit Orissa in October 1999 killed thousands of people and devastated hundreds of villages. For 2 dreadful nights, Prashant, a young man, was marooned on the roof of a house. On the 3rd day, he decided to go to his village. Did he find his family? Let's see about this boy, young man, who went so far away in flood waters, 18 kilometers. Can you imagine, to find out about the well-being of his family and help them in case they needed any help to his family and the village people. That cyclone, it's a real story that hit Orissa in October 1999. It killed many people. And for 2 dreadful nights, our hero of the story, Prashant, he was marooned on the roof of a house. Let's see the meaning of marooned. Marooned means, see here, left in a place which he was not able to escape. Meaning of marooned. As well as here I have given you, so you can see the sentence. On 27th October 1999, 7 years after his mother's death, Prashant had gone to block headquarters of Ersama, a small town in coastal Orissa, some 18 kilometers from his village, to spend the day with a friend. In the evening, a dark and menacing storm quickly gathered. Winds beat against the houses with a speed and fury that Prashant had never witnessed before. Heavy and incessant rain filled the darkness. So here the scene has been described of 27th October, 7 years after his mother's death. Maybe we can say that in October 1992, roughly, his mother must have died. And he had gone to spend some few days with his friend in Ersama, a small village town, a small town in coastal Orissa, and Ersama was 18 kilometers away from his village. So in the evening, suddenly menacing storm gathered, dark and furious clouds menacing. See the meaning here of menacing? Wind started to beat with fury as if they are angry with us. See the meaning of menacing. Yes, see this type of clouds. See the picture here. Very, very dark, fierce clouds which are very ugly, which are very dirty mind. Yes, menacing. Then heavy and incessant rain. Incessant rain here, incessant, that is very, very continuous rains were there. Incessant rains, never stopping, especially in an annoying and unpleasant way. The rains were not stopping, and sometimes the rain is there in the starting, we like it a lot, we like to enjoy it. But if it goes on and on, creating so much disturbances to us, causing life threat to us, then we are very disturbed and annoyed by that rain. So what happened here? Ancient trees were also uprooted and crashed to earth. Screams rent the air as the people and houses were swiftly washed away. Now it was the case of life and death. People were washed away with the rainwater, with the floods. Screams were going on in the air. The angry waters swirled into his friend's house neck deep. The building was of brick and mortar and was strong enough to survive the devastation of the wind's velocity of 350 km/h. But the cold terror of the family grew with the crashing of trees that had got uprooted and fallen to their house sometime in the middle of the night, damaging its roof and walls. So here the water seemed to be angry and it swirled in some pattern. Let me show you the meaning of swirled. Here, see, swirled. And the building was made of brick and mortar. So let me show you the meanings first. Swirl means to move quickly in a twisting, turning, circular movement. Swirl. And mortar. Mortar means a mixture of sand, water and cement or lime used to fix bricks or stones. Mixture of sand, water and cement. It means to say here that the building was very, very firm and strong. So it survived the strong devastation, the destruction of the winds with a velocity of 350 km/h. The cold terror grew on because one side they were feeling very cold because of being wet in the rain continuously, and it was a cold terror, and the terror grew with the crashing of trees. Everybody got very, very scared, and it was the question of life and death. Minute by minute was passing very, very anxiously. Trees had got uprooted and fallen on their houses in the middle of the night. So because the trees had fallen upside their house, there was damage to the roof and the walls. The crazed destruction wrought by the cyclone and the surge of the ocean continued for the next 36 hours, although wind speeds had reduced somewhat by the next morning. To escape the waters rising in the house, Prashant and his friend's family had taken refuge on the roof. Prashant will never forget the shock he experienced at his first glimpse of the devastation wrought by the super cyclone in the grey light of the early morning. A raging, deadly, brown sheet of water covered everything as far as the eye could see. Only fractured cement house still stood in a few places. Bloated animal carcasses and human corpses floated in every direction. All round, even huge old trees had fallen. 2 coconut trees had fallen on the roof of their house. This was a blessing in disguise, because the tender coconut from the trees kept the trapped family from starving in the several days that followed. Now, the destruction was crazed destruction. It had gone mad. Madly destruction was there. It had been wrought. Wrought means it had been brought by the cyclone, and the surge, the uprising of the ocean continued for the next 36 hours. And though now wind speed had reduced little bit by the next morning, but the destruction still continued. To escape the waters rising in the house, Prashant and his family, they had taken shelter on the roof of their house. They had went to the upside, that is the we can say terrace. Yes, Prashant and his family had taken refuge, shelter on the terrace. Refuge means shelter, we can say here. Shelter on the terrace. Prashant says that he will never forget the shock he experienced when he went to the terrace on the roof. He saw first time the devastation, the terrible destruction caused by the super cyclone in the grey light, that little bit light of the early morning, beautiful light of the early morning. But he felt so much destruction he had never seen in his life. It was a raging, very furious, angry, deadly, very raging, that is angry, then deadly, killer kind, like it was very frightening. Brown sheet of water. Brown sheet means it must be covered with all the dirt and dust. It was covered with everything as far as I could see. Only he was able to see the fractured cement houses. Fractured means the cement houses were half broken, or somewhere more than half they were broken. They only stood in few places. There was swollen animal carcasses. Carcasses means the dead bodies, and human corpse. Human dead bodies and animal dead bodies were there. Dead bodies. And dead bodies were also bloated. Bloated means swollen. Swollen dead bodies were there. It floated in every direction. All round, even huge old trees had fallen. Then huge trees had even fallen there. And this was a blessing in disguise. The 2 coconut trees had fallen, but this was a blessing in disguise means it was a blessing that 2 trees had fallen, but that was in a disguise, with changing the condition, roop badal ke. Like, because tender coconut trees helped them with lots of food to survive for the next few days. Means they ate coconuts from the trees and drank the coconut water and maintained themselves, survived themselves from starving without food and water. So it was a blessing in disguise. It came as a blessing that 2 coconut trees had fallen down on their roof.